Well, let's see. Check, 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 check. Alright, now I can hear myself in my headphones. Well, shalom, everybody. It's good to see y'all. Or, well, I guess you can kind of see me. So this evening, there's some things I want to talk about, specifically as it relates to um, some recent events. Um, I haven't really talked a lot about very many issues church-wise recently and in the faith, but I'm going to go ahead and um, go ahead and talk about them. I'm going to play some games and I'm going to discuss the issues a little bit. Um, so, um, this past Sunday, like this has been this past weekend was a wild weekend. I'll give it that. Um, this past weekend, the Eastern Orthodox bishop Mari Emmanuel was attacked by a Muslim, a radicalized Muslim. Um, I'm not saying that I think that all Muslims are inherently violent people per se, but I would not say that Islam is a religion of peace. Um, Not by any stretch that I have seen, anyway. Um, to be fair, I don't think that all Muslims are violent killers, but I don't. But the religion itself is not as peaceful as it claims itself to be. There's plenty of passages that I've been made aware of. I have not checked them all, but the track record for Islam, it hasn't been real good. Let's just say that. You can say, "Oh well, what about the Crusades?" Those were different, and that was partially caused because of Islam, but neither here nor there on that issue. There's a lot more to that that's going on. Um, but that's not really something I want to get into. I commend uh, I commend the bishop for being forgiving of the young man who attacked him. One of the coolest things that I found out about what happened is the knife that the man was using to stab uh, Mr. Emmanuel, or Bishop Emmanuel, um, didn't do hardly any damage. It wasn't working. It wasn't really doing any damage to him of any kind. So God was protecting him in the moment, which was great. He forgave the man uh, as soon as the stabbings were done and the young man was retained. They held him down. Some people in the congregation grabbed him and got him down to the floor. Bishop Mari Emmanuel started praying for him, and he forgave him immediately. Man, I'll tell you what, that's really something. I give him a lot of credit for what he did and how he responded. That's tough to do that. Part of the reason why he was attacked was because he came out very sternly and said, "Hey, look," and he's been getting a lot of popularity in Christian circles for his devout faith. He's been on the PBB podcast. I don't remember what it is, but fairly decent-sized podcast, who he was on there and he was talking about his faith, and he spent in Bishop Emmanuel has been very public about him saying, hey, look, I know Arabic, I speak it fluently, I can read it, write it, you name it, and I know what the Quran says, and I can tell you, they don't believe in Jesus the way we do. They don't believe him to be the Son of God. They don't believe him to be the Messiah. They believe that he is a prophet. That's it. But there's more to it than that. And he will tell you, and he said very certainly, very specifically, when you get to heaven, you will not find Muhammad. You will not find Krishna. You will not find Buddha. You won't find any of these people, because they did not accept Jesus as their Messiah, as their Savior. That's the truth. This is the full-blown, honest-to-God truth. He said that Jesus is the only way. Needless to say, not long after that, he was attacked, and that's where that happened. So he's apparently recovering really, really well. He's doing much better. So some things happened over the weekend. I didn't really take the time to get prepped or anything for this evening. But something I did want to talk about. I wonder if I can find the video of it while the game is loading. So there was a men's conference out in Missouri with a pastor named John Lindell. It was hosted by John Lindell, and it is Making Men Stronger or something like that. I don't know. It was a conference that was specifically to, help teach young men and raise up young men and yada yada. Well, okay, go ahead and do that. Okay, play Lux. Who do I not want to deal with? I don't want to deal with Zareth. There was a lot of different things that happened that would happen there. There was monster trucks. There was a professional boxing match. There was a lot of music. There was a lot of speakers. There was a lot of different things going on here, going on at this event. Well, but the thing that happened right at the very beginning, and you can look this up. I didn't really take time to get the video footage and everything pulled up, but there was a guy who, say, I think it was like 10 years ago, he used to undress for the ladies, and something he used to do. Blitzcrank. Hold on a second, let me figure out what I got going here. What do we got? What's this? Let's make slight adjustments. Yeah, let's do that. Bone plating unflinching. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. Nope, I want Blitzcrank.
Fired up and ready to
Do I have a Blitzcrank skin? No. Okay. this guy came out, and there was a tall pole, and he ripped off his shirt and did a sword swallowing thing and climbed up the pole. Now, to say that this was not an incredible feat of strength and focus is an understatement. However, I don't think it was quite the most appropriate thing to be doing at this event. It's a men's conference. There was a huge amount of entertainment happening at this conference that was just, it's, how is monster trucks and a boxing match, all this other stuff, supposed to be teaching men how to be better men of God? If that's the point of the entire conference, then what's all of this? It's just for entertainment? And even that routine just seemed really out of place to me. On the second day of the event, Pastor Mark Driscoll, he is no stranger to controversy, we'll say that. I'll say that for sure. He decided to make himself, he decided to state exactly how he felt about the whole thing. He did not talk about the issue with John Lundell. He did not. He also did not, well, as far as we're aware, he did not talk to Pastor John Lundell about the whole thing. To say, hey, I think that this was immoral, this was not something that we should have done, that you should have done. And I'm going to talk about it. Man, this is kind of, it feels like it's a little bit of a complicated topic. He came before the entire place very calmly, very humbly, and stated, hey, he was going up to talk about the spirit of Jezebel and the spirit of Ahab. And one of the things that ended up being what he ended up doing is he came out on stage and said, hey, look, the spirit of Jezebel has already been here with that routine that came out on the first day at the very beginning of this conference. And he called what the guy climbed up an Asherah pole. Now, the guy who was putting on the event yelled out to him that he was done and he did not get to finish speaking, and that he was done. He did not get to continue talking. And he said, okay, that's fine. I said, I'll receive that. And he walked off, grabbed his things, and he got off the stage. And Pastor John Lundell came up and said in no uncertain terms that what he did was wrong. He should have talked, and he said, he should have talked to me first. And he should have told me about how he felt about it before he just came out here and started spewing this out. Because in Matthew chapter 18, Jesus tells us to go to one another if we have a personal offense with each other and to address it that way. The problem I have with that statement is that passage has to do with personal offenses, not with public problems. publicly displayed things that are perceived as sin. Now, I'll just tell you, in my personal opinion, all of these mega entertainment things that are being done at these Christian events, my opinion is, oh, finally we're in a game. That this is kind of like what the Romans did when the Roman Empire was falling.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
They did what's called bread and circus.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Uh-oh.
Precisely.
They did this thing called bread and circus, where they distracted the people of Rome from the falling and decaying empire, because uh-oh.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like we have a... No, we have our Twitch. Okay. Because it was to distract them from the falling empire. I get, man, it sure seems like... It sure seems to me like that's partly what's happening with Christianity, is it's becoming like kind of like the Roman Empire. Entertain the people while the whole thing's falling, which is terribly unfortunate. It is very sad.
I remain focused.
Just goes to show how much the devil has really gotten into the church and really made a mess.
Victory!
Cool, we won. Kind of by
Shredder,
default.
and we're just gonna put the lid on.
Hey, look, no, I did not ask for that. So, first of all, looking at kind of everything, I guess maybe not first of all, I'm coming back around to it. There was no good way for Driscoll to handle that. There was no good way for him to handle that. Because if he had talked to Lindell ahead of time, he would have told him, no, you're not going to talk about that. And if he didn't, well, we saw what happened. So, man, that's really, it's really tough. He went with his conviction and he said something about it. He had a little bit of a raspy, hoarse voice because he had been up since 1 a.m. praying for all the men, young men and older men who were there, that they would be protected. He came out and he stated his opinion, and he was told to get off the stage because he was not allowed to talk about it like that. So, man, I can understand if you want to call out a decision of the pastor on stage, and you should expect that, hey, they're going to have an issue with that. It's not going to be terribly well received. But the thing that really bothered me about the whole thing, was the very next day of the event that we found out, that now the performer, he was just paid to do a job. He came in, he did his thing. He is plugged into a church. He is a Christian. He's no longer a male performer for the ladies. I can't blame him too much for it. He made his own statement. Neither here nor there about it. It's a little bit more of an innocuous thing in my mind, you know. It's like he's like, it's an art form. It's something that's been done for an extremely long period of time. You know, he said, I'm a Christian, whatever. Like, okay, fine. That's fine. It's all good, man. It's all good. So they get up on stage the very next day. Both pastors are up on stage the same day. Both Pastor Mark Driscoll and John Alandeal are together on the main stage, on the stage, talking about this issue. I said, oh yeah, we made amends. We figured it out. Pastor Mark Driscoll apologized for everything that he had said and how he handled it and all that jazz. Oh, where's my... There it is. He apologized for what he said and did, and was like, and went and told John Alandeal, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll do whatever you ask me to do. It's funny because I ended up listening to his sermon, Pastor Driscoll's sermon on the Jezebel spirit and the Ahab spirit. I actually listened to it, and he had some very strong opinions, and he was very clear about what those things look like. What they are. Jezebel tends to be extremely controlling, tends to be very religious, and all these kinds of things. And what's the other one? The Ahab spirit tends to be extremely passive. Tends to be extremely, extremely passive. And they coexist and they feed off of each other. Makes complete, perfect, total sense to me. That's just how I see it. Okay.
First rule of being a sentinel?
What was
The
that?
shard of darkness in my heart remains, but I will not let it consume me.
I don't like the fact
Summoner's
that
Rift.
Pastor Driscoll, to get back more on point, made a public
30 seconds until
apology
minions spawn.
that way. I don't agree with what he did in response to it, because I happen to agree with his stance that he took. That this was an Asherah pole, and that this was a spirit of Jezebel kind of thing. I completely agree with him on this. And he backpedaled because he got chided
Minions
for
have
it,
spawned.
for his statements, because how dare you tell me that I'm wrong for what I do? Well, Here's the biggest issue. Here's the biggest reason why I don't think he should have apologized. Well, maybe not the reason why I think he shouldn't have apologized. I think he should have just gone with his convictions and just stuck with his guns and just did it. And said, "Look, this is just how I felt about it. I felt convicted in this way."
Primordial detonation.
Man, I'm CSing very poorly.
Stand stalwart by creation.
At least I'm getting XP, right? I was not happy to hear Pastor Lindell not apologize for the act and proceeded to not, he did not apologize for what he did. He said something about, to not go after the Lord's anointed, and made these weird statements. The statement that he made was just strange. It was weird, and it didn't make any sense, even from a biblical standpoint. Don't ever come against God's anointed, and don't ever come against God's anointed, because you'll be in a barren place spiritually, and blah 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 blah. There's a lot of weird statements, and you can find the clip of him. I wish I had it right here, but I don't. It was strange. It wasn't a terribly coherent statement. And later on, I come to find out this man had defended a book that was produced by Bethel Church called Physics of Heaven. I am not a cessationist, okay? Let me state that up front here. I am not a cessationist.
You have slain an enemy.
I am far more charismatic, okay? I'll tell you clearly, honestly.
Bound by duty, sworn to shine.
I will tell you honestly, I am somewhere between the Vineyard Movement, Calvary Chapel, and Messianic Judaism. That's where I stand. I am somewhere in the mix of those three different ideologies as it relates to faith. That's where I stand. I'm charismatic with the seatbelt. That's the way I've heard it put, is being a charismatic with the seatbelt. I agree with that stance. There are parameters for everything, but I do believe in miracles. I do believe speaking in tongues. I believe all these different things because they're in the Bible. These are biblical things. These are gifts of the Spirit. I'm not a cessationist who goes, "Oh, well, those were just for that time, and God just doesn't work like that anymore." It's like, well, that's called limiting God and saying that he is not capable of doing things that he did once before, which is ridiculous. Saying that he is incapable of pouring out his Spirit in that way and doing those things.
You have been slain.
I'm not having a good go at this game. Man, Nico's got so much damage. I almost need to get some magic resist, but yeah. But anyway, I'm not as Bethel Church has taught some things that are, gosh, they're just not biblical. They have deceived a lot of people and taught a lot of false things and have said a lot of lies. And it's not that I disbelieve in things that can be gifts and and spiritual, deeply supernatural and spiritual things.
Creation stands against you.
An ally
That
has
was a
been
very
slain.
obvious Nico.
Enemy double kill.
The universe has suffered
Double
enough
kill.
darkness.
An ally has been slain.
Okay. Bot lane is Okay.
Mortals invent constellations, yet they refuse to acknowledge the darkness in between.
This man even propagated this testimony that a woman had regrown 3 toes and things. Ugh. Man, I'm doing terrible. This Nico really isn't that good. I'm just playing really stupid. Our bot lane's doing pretty good, I think. Jungle is really helping a lot, so...
An ally has been slain.
Primordial detonation.
Enemy rampage.
Eternal silence.
I have distrust for Pastor John Lindell for these reasons.
Prison of light.
I don't trust the fact that he stood by this propagated lie and said, no, it happened, and I'm not going to prove it to you because I'm not worried about proving it to you. I'm sorry, I have serious issue with this.
Celestial breath. Starlight's embrace. I reject the inevitability of entropy.
So I don't know. I'm not a fan of this. I happen to agree with Pastor Driscoll's initial assumption. His initial opinion of the matter. I agree with him. I think that he should not have apologized the way he did. I think that what's his face owes him an apology. Pastor John Lindell owes him an apology for trying to publicly humiliating him that way. I think that was not okay of him, and I think that he should apologize for using incorrect scripture to justify his actions. And I don't like the fact that he's using this argument of, oh, don't touch God's anointed. It's like, dude, that had to do with David. That had to do with David. talking, you know, 'cause oh, gosh, context for scripture, please. Context.
Such beautiful
He
complexity
used
in the light.
very poor reasoning, and I don't know. I'm not a fan of this.
Distortion erupts.
This is not good. This is really, really bad.
None may destroy oblivion. Only resist its endless call.
So, I guess ultimately just keep the entire church in prayer.
Breathe life into the
Man, I cannot catch a break in this lane, can I?
spark. Reignite. Shimmer and fade.
An enemy is dominating. An ally has been slain.
Starlight's embrace.
Enemy killing spree.
There we go.
Confront the inevitable.
And dead again.
An ally has been slain.
Having a good time in this lane.
Hallowed is my vessel, filled with hope, centered.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I realize my turret's been destroyed.
The sublime
Well, anyway, I don't know. I have
light of new stars.
problems with what happened. I don't like that we have people teaching who are trying to preach the gospel and things getting physically harmed and attacked. And I also don't like the fact that we have
Each new star is a fine shadow.
we also have oh gosh, I looked away for a second and they own our jungle. I don't like the fact that
Has destroyed a turret.
someone who's teaching false doctrine is parading around saying, well, it's okay that I do false teaching as long as, you know, as long as you would just accept it, because this is just how it is, because you're not supposed to touch me because I'm anointed. I'm anointed. I take serious issue with this. It's not biblical. Okay? This is not biblical. So let's get our act together here and
An enemy
not
has been slain.
propagate something that's a lie. And, you know, I just...
has destroyed a turret.
I don't know. Just pray that we can get the people won't get deceived by something that they shouldn't be.
Enemy double kill.
Light give me
Your turret has been destroyed.
the court will not yield before
An
the
enemy is
approaching dawn.
legendary.
So, all right. Well, let's get our head in the game here.
Nothingness still gnaws at the corners of my dreams.
Oh my gosh! I just missed that minion point blank on my Q. Boy, that feels bad.
Primordial detonation. I cannot deny the darkness in my heart. I will not let it control me.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy is unstoppable. Enemy double kill.
Cell would have suited you much better.
Whispers never go away.
Your turret has been destroyed.
My bad. Got greedy. Okay, he got one. He got one. Well, wasn't a. He got one, but it wasn't a good idea. Wow, we are turbo behind. Wow, 32 and 7. I haven't been this far behind in quite some time.
Prison of light. Bound by duty, sworn to shine.
Keep me in prayer if you can. I'm looking at a surgery for my knee because a piece of bone chipped off
Small-minded mortals cannot comprehend our cosmic designs.
quite some time ago. It's not looking good. I had no business going that far forward. That was dumb. Oh boy. We can still win this. We can still win this.
Creation, destruction, and constant opposition.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, we need to back out.
Stand stalwart.
Good job, Urgot. See, Urgot, between Urgot and Skarner, we can win. They're providing CC, and they're providing good damage, but it's just me and bot lane have to get our act together. Our support
An enemy has been slain.
has to kind of figure out what they're doing here.
Starlight's embrace. Dark matter may bind the universe together, but we of the court shepherd the light between. Prison of light. We brought light to the universe. We will not let the Dark Star unmake it.
Shut down.
The court creates, the dark consumes.
An ally has been slain. An enemy is legendary.
Can they get anything done? I don't think they can. Man, this Nico is really ahead.
Reignite.
Slain an enemy.
May your remnant serve. None may destroy oblivion. Only resist enemies.
Down. An enemy is legendary. You have slain an enemy. Enemy double kill. Enemy triple kill. An enemy is legendary.
Dude! Seriously? Why? It's a 700 cold shutdown. Guys, no. Don't. Seriously, no, don't. Why? No.
Hell in orbit.
Oh well. I guess no matter what at this point, as it relates to the issues with Pastor Driscoll and everything that's going on there, just seriously, just keep that whole situation in prayer. Oh man, come on! Seriously?
You have been slain.
Ugh, this Nico showing up out of nowhere, man. Oi. Ooh. What in the world?
An ally has been slain.
Was it time?
Man, keep getting a flash of light on my bedroom window here. I'm not sure if it's vehicles driving by or what it is.
Stars conspire against you.
Surprise.
Past since the court stood together. The rise of the dark side is celestial burst.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just forfeit just because
Such beautiful complexity.
I'm
in
having
the light.
a rough game. I'm not going to forfeit just to have a rough go of this game. I don't believe in. I don't think I should be doing that. I didn't do that for the longest time, and I've had games that I won just because I didn't forfeit, and it doesn't prevent my whole team from.
I reject the inevitability.
Oh man, that's a good game.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Ace.
53 to 15. That's a bad game.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
That's very creepy.
Defeat.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame anyone in particular for this whole mess. I'd say it was just everybody played poorly. Skarner tried. He had some good moments. And Urgot tried. He had a few good moments. I'll say, oh, honor Skarner. Oh, I got 500 orange essence. Man, I'm so close. Oh well. Just go ahead and play one more. Call it a night after that. Yeah. But regardless. But with everything going forward with all that. Oh, cool. Rumble skin. With everything going forward with what happened that weekend, I'm hoping that they'll learn from that whole mess and not do that again. But I don't know. keep both of these skins. Yeah, just to keep all those people in prayer. More than anything, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough moving forward on this. Actually, wait a second. What's the... Is there a rotating game mode? All for one. We're gonna play one of those. I'm gonna play one of those. This is gonna be fun. Let's see what we do. Just please don't give us all zillion. I just don't want to have all zillions. Ugh, that's never a good time. That's never a good time. Oh man. All Dariuses are kind of fun. But you almost want something a little more damage heavy or just something ridiculous. Jax. Oh, ban Yi. Gonna ban Yi. Oh yeah, you gotta ban Thresh too. Thresh is overpowered in this game mode. No questions asked. My wifey sent me something. Text message. Let's see what it is. I'm gonna see what it is. Oh. Top laners are always fun though. Let's see Jax. Who do we get? Vigo Gaming. Oh jeez, I have no clue. No clue who to play. What kind of runes to play. I have no idea. So my wife sent me a custom built table thing for playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, I play D&D. I don't have any issues with it. I don't think it's that big a deal. It's an RPG. It's fun. D&D is a lot of fun. I enjoy it quite a bit. I've played as a wizard. Oh, what else have I played? I think I played a fighter. Built a tank, full-blown tank. Super heavy armor, high constitution, just an impenetrable fortress kind of thing. Get it? He did some damage too, but not tons, but he did do some damage. Gosh, what else have I done? I did a druid there for a little bit. Wizard, druid, fighter. I'm playing a half-orc barbarian right now. He's been a lot of fun. He's been a lot of fun. Good grief, he's been quite a bit of fun.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
She waits for me beyond the mist.
30 seconds until
Wait,
minions
we all
spawn.
go top lane?
Black and broken.
Vigo Gaming. Oh, this is too good.
Minions have spawned.
This is too funny. Oh, this is too good. This is too good, man.
That would rob me is a world that deserves destruction.
This is too good. I forgot entirely that you could absorb the other person's corpse and just start bouncing. This is great. I'm gonna go from being Viego to being Jin to Jin to Jin to Jin 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 Jin. It's funny. I think it's funny that way.
What is lost is never lost to me.
Viego is one champion that I really want to actually enjoy playing, and I'm not good at him. Like, I find him to be a very difficult champion to play. Lol.
An ally has been slain.
We were beautiful once.
An ally has been slain.
Face the crowd.
That was dumb. Why would I want... Wait. What? I can negate pretty much all their damage.
An ally has been slain.
I can, like, totally negate their damage. Actually, really easily.
Stop me. Nothing. Killing blooms into artwork.
Getting Bork first.
Not yet.
Really need to get Trinity Force next. I also need some, like, armor.
The gravest sin of all. Grant me pass.
I live for the applause. You will die for it.
Ow.
With my technique, killing humans.
Slain. An enemy has been slain.
Esau was my life.
What?
Viego
He
died
didn't.
in shield, and the new king was born.
I'm surprised he didn't use his ult again. Get my boots here and. Maybe build some floor now.
Mist flows from at times. At times it ebbs, but now we surge forward.
What? Why are we losing, guys?
Not yet.
Guys, why are we losing?
Ally has been slain.
I feel him calling out. Viego, save me.
Shut down.
Stand against them. Call me villain.
An enemy has been slain.
Costume, some makeup, a spray of blood.
Shut down.
I am already a monster, suited for the face of
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
I want precious little, yet I'm forced to kill for it.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Life has no meaning. My children.
It shows so much.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Gonna get thorn mail. Get Triforce. And then Sundered Sky.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Has been slain. Enemy double kill.
My heart echoes. She was the star who lit the path. Without her,
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy is unstoppable. You have been slain.
That was really dumb of me. Goodbye. Oh no. That's amazing. Oh, I love it. It's terrible. I love it.
no, she remains in this world. I could feel it.
Thornmail, maybe not the greatest choice.
My forces scour the world. Nothing will escape.
Maybe. But I still picked it because I'm like,
You've awoken something deep
oh
inside.
dear.
Shut
Oh.
down.
That was
An
not good.
enemy is dominating.
That was not good.
An enemy has been slain.
The mist is my
Your
grave.
team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
Yep, I knew I was gonna die, but man, why can't we all just work together on this?
Inhibitor has been destroyed.
Part of the problem with Viego is there's not. He doesn't have like gobs of his own setup.
An enemy has been slain.
He's great at getting the kill. But really, he needs like something with heavy CC to really make him hit.
An enemy is legendary.
Bodies raised, but the ravenous shadow. The shadow
I'm a little surprised that we're doing quite so bad against Jin, but whatever.
I remember her sinking beneath the waters.
Killing spree.
How can we
An
make
ally
this?
has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Enemy double kill.
I will take
I wasn't about to
and
jump
take
into that.
until there is nothing left but her.
I don't speak Espanol.
Reborn in unlife.
These people are speaking to me in Espanol, and I don't speak. I don't sprechen the Espanol. At least not that much. I know tomate, which means tomato. Mi ombligo se está quemando, which means my belly button is on fire. Donde es el baño is where's the bathroom.
Killing spree. Shut down. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Hate me if you must. Until she returns to my house.
So, gonna finish getting Trinity Force, and then I gotta go Sundered Sky. Not gonna lie, that is a good item.
The mist beckons. This mist has but one cure, and I will find it.
An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, I guess we may as well.
Shut down. Shut down. Shut down.
The softness of the slime.
getting strong. Okay, I need it back real bad. Might be a greedy back spot. Yeah, it's a greedy spot.
That would rob me of beauty.
Wait. Oh, I was gonna say, where are the next activities?
Soon this long, cruel night will end. But not yet.
We finally decided to say, yeah, we're not gonna keep fighting all these gens.
An ally has been slain.
Then I just jump in and go, I'm gonna kill him! And I don't.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
This is hard. Ooh, he got one.
Shut down.
Ooh, he got another. See, he got Randuin's Omen, which I think was actually the right choice. He has Randuin's Omen. Oh, and he also has Death's Dance. It's another high armor item with boots. Should get Death's Dance next. Get Sundered Sky and Death's Dance. Give me a lot of armor. How much is that? 55? Mine's 70. Mine provides more armor, but...
Denied my happiness. Now, all
Shut down. You have been slain. An ally has been slain.
Wow. That was a really bad fight. They just hang out under a turret, and we just can't kill them because they're all hanging out under a turret. Hey, this one of them, which one is it? This guy got smart and got Mortal Reminder. Everybody else did not pay attention to what all of us built. We literally all built the Ring King first. I should be able to buy Caulfield's Warhammer. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, I'm getting sleepy.
the jaws. Fate cannot stop me. Nothing.
one-shot the guy. Alright.
Shut down.
Level 18. Woo! Get the dagger on.
I knew you would find your mark.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
I can feel it.
Bro's in trouble. No, I'm not gonna surrender. Why?
An
Because
ally has been slain. Double kill. Shut down. Enemy killing spree.
I will find my love again. You matter so little.
I'm not exactly sure how I just got that kill, but whatever, man. Yeah, I'll take it. AD, 30 armor.
I feel you calling out.
Yeah, 200. Gosh, 242 armor. Pretty tanky in that regard.
Slain.
The face of your killer is identical to mine. Deep inside me.
Rampage. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Shall blossom from your fingers.
Killing
Sweet.
spree. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has
I'm
been
out.
slain.
Oh, Baron. The Baron thing, Shroud, whatever it is. Freaked me out there for a second. Like, whoa. Alright, 252 armor, 3,764 HP. Pretty
An enemy has been
tanky.
slain.
Not a lot of damage too.
Double kill.
Yeah, they're starting to struggle. We're finally getting some tank items. We're getting tankier. That's actually making it harder for them to keep up with us. That's what ends up happening a lot of times. That son of a guy really does a lot. GG. That was pretty fun. They thought they were gonna win there for a little while, but didn't exactly work out that way. Oh well. Well, that was fun. Alright, well, I'm gonna head to bed and get some sleep. Well. Shalom. May the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face to shine, may the Lord bless you, keep you, make his face to shine upon you, and give you peace.